Well, hello everybody, it's Matt from TDM Style here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the bar. It's been a minute since we've been in the bar. And you know it's gonna be a spicy video when we're in the bar. So, the other day, actually just yesterday, I logged into my YouTube studio, as one does, just to see what was going on, see if I had any new comments or anything. And, I noticed something a little stinky going on with one of my videos. So get yourself a nice beverage, kick back, relax, and let's crack into this bitch, because we're gonna put the Inspector Matt cap on, and there's a lot, so tuck in. That's what's So anyway, yeah, I noticed on my channel dashboard they have this little thing that shows you your top 3 videos of the last 48 hours. In other words, which ones have gotten the most views the past couple days. And the top one was my Stranger Things hairstyling tutorial from a few years ago, which isn't unusual. Anytime that show gets like mentioned for any reason, that video gets a bump in views, which is pretty cool. The third one is my one of my hairdryer shopping guides. Not unusual either, because that's just been getting consistent views. The middle one, though, is my pretty recent video on the Anchors Away rebrand to The Best Paste. So I thought, well, that's interesting, because that, you know, that kind of got its views and then quickly dropped off, which is what happens with, like, most of my videos. So I wonder what's going on there. Let's click on it and find out. So in here I can see, you know, the overview of this particular video and the analytics. And so, yeah, I noticed right here, look at that. Big, about a bump of, you know, almost 1,300 views within the past, well, if we zoom in, let's see, so this is since published. If I change this to the last 28 days, wow, bang, look at that. All these views coming in, starting on my birthday. Happy birthday to me. And then steadily, so since my birthday, every other day it started. Now it's been every day since then, as you can see here. So I thought, well, that's cool. I wonder what's happening? Why are people suddenly watching this? I mean, I always get excited when that happens. So then I noticed something else interesting when I looked at the top traffic sources. Now, most of my videos, the top traffic comes from like YouTube search or Google search, really, and then like a little bit from Facebook and like other things. This one, top traffic source, 87.6% of views right now are coming from a direct or unknown traffic source. I have never seen that before. So when I first saw that, I said, I don't remember ever seeing that. So let me like check a couple of other videos just to see, maybe I just missed it, I don't know. So I went over here, back to the dashboard, and then I went to my content where I can see all my videos. And this is where I noticed the next thing that was odd. When I scrolled down to find the Best Paste video, what happened here? The last I looked at this video, as you can see by my track record here, I tend to have like at least a 90% like to dislike ratio. In other words, that means I get 90+% likes and the rest are dislikes, as you can see. And then, bang, big outlier. The last time I looked at it, I had like 130 some odd likes and, I don't know, 3 dislikes. So I moused over it, 403 dislikes all of a sudden. Pretty weird. You know, I've been doing YouTube long enough that, like, I don't really care if people dislike my videos anymore, but this just struck me as odd because I didn't have that many before. Also, if we look at another video within the same time frame, like this updated hairdryer buyer's guide, if we look at those analytics, we can see here my top traffic sources, yeah, 44.6% suggested videos, YouTube search, 35%. So that's typical for me. Okay, here's direct or unknown, 4.3%. So going back to the Best Paste video, so I went into the engagement tab, and this is where you can see things like, you know, audience retention, likes versus dislikes, and yeah, there you go. So this is my channel average like to dislike ratio is 92.7% likes. This one is at 25.6% right now. So then coming over to the reach tab. So if I come down to the traffic source types, if I hover over this thing, direct or unknown, okay, traffic from a direct URL entry, bookmarks, or unidentified apps. That just sounds fucking weird. So I thought, all right, this video within the last 10 days got, 1,500 plus views all of a sudden. And I couldn't remember. Maybe I had more dislikes before. I don't remember. So let me go into the advanced analytics. All right, so here are the views. We looked at this already a little bit. So yeah, starting on May 13th, 100 views. The next day, nothing. The next day, 100 views again. The next day, nothing. Then the next day, 100. 116. 112, 109, 109, 111, 103, 121. Okay, so consistent. Approximately 100 views a day here. Now, if I go to more metrics, we can go to, let's just straight up see the dislikes. Let's see what happened there. Oh, isn't that interesting? So we had 0 dislikes going on. And actually, so even if we move this back to since uploaded, to the lifetime of this video. Okay, so when I first uploaded it in January, I got 1, 2 dislikes. Nothing. In March, 1 dislike. And then, oh, look at this. On May 11th, 10 dislikes. Interesting. May 12th, 28 dislikes. May 13th, where the views really started to pick up, 31 dislikes. And then we just take off from here. So approximately, we can say an average of 30 to 35 dislikes a day. Interesting. Okay, the plot thickens. So I thought, you know what? Let me just check out geography real fast, because I know that typically about 95% of my viewer, well, maybe a little bit less than that, maybe 85 to 90% of my viewer base is between the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, and then like little sprinklings of other places. Okay, so now if we go to geography here, we can see when I first uploaded the video, bang, this blue line right here, United States. A little bit of Germany, a little bit of UK, but mostly United States. Now here, starting when the dislikes started, we got some Netherlands, we got some Russia going on. Not much, just 10 of each. Okay, but then it picks up. So this green line is all Russian traffic. The orange line is all Netherlands traffic. So let's go back to the last 28 days so we can get a little closer view here. All right, so now we've got this blue line. So 50% of traffic, Russia. 25% of traffic, Netherlands. So within the last 10 to 12 days, we've seen a spike in views that correlates exactly with a spike in dislikes and a spike in Russian and Netherlands-based traffic from a direct URL or unknown apps. Jeez, I've been gabbing so much I forgot to drink my beer. Don't inhale your beer like that. But anyway, yeah, so I said this at the beginning of the video. We're putting the Inspector Matt cap on today, all right? No, hang on. That's not it. Little LA Noir, Inspector Matt. Hang on. That's still not it. Yeah. All right. So now let's recap the facts that we know, and then we can speculate a little bit as to what exactly is going on here, because it seems pretty fishy to me. So what do we know? We know that the video starting on my birthday, how dare you? This video has seen a daily increase in views, so about the same number of views each day, about 100, about 30 to 35 dislikes each day, all coming from a direct URL or unknown app traffic source, and about 80% of that traffic originating in Russia and the Netherlands. And this is, at the time of this recording, this is ongoing, because this happened again this morning. I looked, and once again, it was like 100 and something views and about 35 dislikes. So I wanted to record this while this was an active event, because I'm really curious how long it's going to go on. But, so here's the thing, okay? I work in IT, right, as my day job, but I don't think you have to work in IT to know what sort of creepy, weird internet shit goes on in Russia. Now, we're not going to get political here, but, I mean, it's pretty well known that Russian cyber activity is just not... It's not good. Now, the Netherlands, I would say as an IT professional that that's a popular location for people to use their VPNs on, so that traffic could be from anywhere in the world and they're just using a VPN to seem like they're in the Netherlands. So, all right, those are the facts that we know. Those are the things that have been happening and are still happening to this particular video. And it's just this one video. I looked through my shit. The other thing that's worth mentioning is that with all these new views and dislikes on this Best Pace video, 0 new comments. Okay, so those are the facts that we know. So now we're gonna get into the disclaimer portion of the video, where I'm gonna say that everything that we talk about from here is purely speculation. This is gonna be my opinion. There's no way for me to know, but I'm going to speculate, and we're going to talk about what we can infer from this data that we know. So, in my humble opinion, I think it's pretty safe to say that this is a dislike bomb campaign. Somebody, I don't know who, it's impossible for me to know who, but somebody, I think, probably paid for some bots to dislike this video. Unfortunately, that is a thing that is readily available. You can pay for likes, dislikes, you can pay for subscribers, you can pay for all kinds of shit. I don't do it because it's fucking shitty. And actually, I've never, well, so let's do a quick Google search right now and see how difficult or easy this might be to do. How to buy dislikes on YouTube. Look at that. Best sites to buy YouTube dislikes. That was hard to find. Yeah, so all kinds of shit. Oh, 4.9 star rating, bitch. $5.99. Let's go to this one. Viralift.com. 50 dislikes for $6. Look at that. 24/7 support, too. So we can safely say, based on the facts, that my video within the last 28 days, we'll go by the analytics number, has received just about 400 dislikes. So clearly we've gone above the 250 disliked here. So, I don't know. We might be in the 500 disliked here. So $45. I guess I'll find out in the next few days, because since they're only dropping about 30 to 35 dislikes a day, obviously this is spread out, which is another thing we can talk about. So, all right, so this website right here, $45, you can buy 500 dislikes. I don't know, I'm not gonna fucking do it, but I don't know how this particular site works, but I'm guessing that probably most of these websites that do this service, they're not gonna drop all the likes that you buy in a single day. So like as a creator who, you know, looks at their YouTube studio every so often, you would notice if one of your videos suddenly in one day got like, I don't know, 2,000 views from an unknown traffic source and 500 dislikes. That would raise a red flag, right? But when they break that shit up over a couple of weeks, so the video only gets 100 views a day, 30 dislikes a day, probably most people who have like a decent following and a decent average number of views per day per video or whatever probably aren't gonna notice that until after it's over, right? I mean, and yeah, case in point. So for my video, this shit started, we'll say May 13th. I didn't notice until May 23rd, 10 days later. The only reason I noticed is because I don't get a lot of daily views on things, so this video still came up in my most viewed videos of the last 48 hours. So I will leave you all to speculate and infer what you will based on this data, but I'm also going to share what I think. I think it's pretty safe to say that somebody bought dislikes for this video. I think it's pretty safe to say that they did it in a fashion where it's spread out, so thinking that I wouldn't notice right away. So now, I mean, let's face it. I have no way of knowing who did this, or why they did it, or why they chose this video but I can speculate because it was only this video and not like my whole channel or like a spread of videos or my most recent video or whatever. I can assume that this is not just some random disgruntled person who found my channel and was like, fuck this guy. I can also assume that it's not someone who has disliked my channel for a while, like Alan Roberts. He started beef back in the day because he would have bought fucking dislikes all over the place. No, it's this one particular video. Now, why would it be this one particular video? Maybe it's because my video about the Best Paste rebrand is the first search result when you Google the Best Paste review. Maybe it's because my video is also the first search result on YouTube when you search for the Best Paste review. And maybe somebody doesn't like that my video is the first search result and they wanted the algorithm to bury it. And how do you get the algorithm to bury a video? You dislike the fuck out of it. Because then YouTube goes, wow, a lot of people don't like this video. Let's stop recommending it and showing it to other people. Now, who would want to do that and why to this particular video? Weird. So, yeah, that's it for today. I just wanted to put the Inspector Matt cap on for a bit. I will leave you all to your own inferences of what you think is going on with this data. But if you wouldn't mind, if you're watching this video, feel free to go ahead and watch my original Best Paste video and go ahead and drop a thumbs up on that because I have a feeling that the dislikes are still going to be coming in. So if we can get the crew on there to combat that with likes and more views and keep that shit as the top search result, that'll make me a happy boy. That's all for today. I hope that you enjoyed this and found it interesting. Please do stay tuned. I've got lots of content coming up. We've got Moflo Clay coming up soon. I was going to do that first, but this happened, so I had to do the spicy shit first. So feel free to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with everything. And as always, thank you so much for coming by and watching. And we'll see y'all at the next one.